All right. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. Sorry for the little technical difficulties that disallowed you to see the introduction, but we're already here. It's time to kick it off. It is week 4 of our 2023 season sim. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports joining you here today. And we're excited. The Browns are back at home hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, Nathan, welcome in. You are first again. And an opportunity for the Browns to go to 3-1 and get a big win in the division. Their first division game of the season as well. Welcome in, apply. Go Browns, whoever they are. There's a look at Kenny Pickett, 875 yards. Steelers, I think, are 2-1. I don't remember. I should have looked. Bad hosting on my part. It's all right. All right, they're going to come out. I did change their numbers, though, so we'll at least know who's who. Mason Cole snaps it back. They're going to go play action on the first play of the game, firing over the middle, and it's almost picked off by Denzel. He undercut the route. Kenny Pickett to George Pickens was the intended receiver. Here's Najee, right side, big hole, first down and more. Anthony Walker Jr. chases him around from the backside. Hey, Kit, welcome in. Glad you're able to pop on from work. Yep, you're right. Denzel's got to pick that one off, and then a big first down run right after that as well. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Pressure coming. Watch out, Za'Darius Smith hits him as he threw, incomplete. Smith got there in a hurry and hit Kenny Pickett as he threw that one. Pickett now, bottom of our screen. First down throw, first down catch. That is Allen Robinson. Ah, nice. And as I tell my students when I get my hair cut, nobody likes a shaggy Nagy. MJ Emerson on the tackle from the back. First to 10. They're up to midfield here. Wonder if the Brownie Elf will go away for this coming season, if maybe that dog that they're voting on will get put there in the middle as Pickett delivers another 9 to 10 yard throw. Just sitting down in the middle of nobody there was George Pickens. And Pickens able to get his first catch of the day. That'll give him 11. And Pickett has him inside Browns territory. Now play action. Firing it again over the middle. This time caught by Deontay Johnson, I believe. That is Johnson. He's got 23 catches, 350 yards on the young season. And a good opening drive here. So look at the flowing locks of Isaac Samalu, the new left guard here, coming over from Philly. Hey, Diablo, welcome in. Good evening to you as well. Yeah, this first drive, although I will say Madden's pretty, it's almost like they have like a scripted function or whatever. They usually are pretty, both teams usually go pretty far, quickly up and down the field on the first drive, if I don't say so myself. Another first down now. They're at the 28-yard line. Time-consuming opening drive. Defense needs a stop. Again, Denzel had the very first play of the game in his hands. Dropped the interception. Here comes Miles, but he will get checked down to the left side easily to Pickens. Good tackle in space by Newsom to set up a second and 10. Siaki Ika now in there, and Miles has moved to the inside as well as Okoronkwo's in the game as they try to run screen. And I'm not sure what happened. The running back may have fallen down. Oh, he just got buried in the bodies. 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. Pressure coming. He'll float it right side. End zone. Tipped and no! Almost picked out of bounds. Ward was out of bounds. Incomplete is the throw and catch. And now Boswell comes in from about 44. And his kick is up, and his kick is good. So that one had a lot of pressure, but yeah, Najee Harris kind of got stuck on his offensive lineman, who Za'Darius Smith was in the process of manhandling. That was that kind of that NASCAR package that I put in, just 1 or 2 defensive possessions where you'll see Miles move to the inside, Okoronkwo comes in, and Za'Darius Smith in on the ends. And then there's another one where Za'Darius Smith comes to the middle and Okoronkwo comes in as well, just to try to get some pass rush going. All right, 2-1 are the Browns. Sean Watson, 1,167 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. We've seen all 3 of them. They have been the spin and pick variety. Let's see what they do here on this opening drive. Nathan calling for the touchdown. I did give a little teensy star up to a couple more running plays in some regular situations because it felt like we had very little running in that last one. I think Nick Chubb had 8 carries. Now he did have like 12 catches. Here's Deshaun right side, caught on the sideline, and they'll say was out of bounds, I guess. Cooper maybe didn't have both feet in. That might be a challengeable spot there for the Browns. May have just been out of bounds. Nick Chubb tries his first carry and he'll lose 2. There's Highsmith in the backfield. So like I said, maybe too many runs. Hey, Anthony, welcome in. 3rd and 12 now after a barely caught out of bounds and then a 2-yard loss from Chubb. Pressure is taken care of. Watson, right side, got a man in traffic and he got it! Donovan Peoples-Jones over the top of Patrick Peterson. And a beautiful play for 30 yards. Just a little flick of the wrist there for Watson. He saw the man open. Pat Peterson had gotten beat. And maybe if he steps into that throw, we are able to get a little more than just the 30 yards there. Now back to pass. Watson, and Watt meets him there. It's just 0 presence in the pocket for quarterbacks once again as Watson just stands there. Conklin got olayed that time by TJ Watt, who is very good, but sometimes I feel like Madden makes him a little too good. Deep throw over the middle. That's Jordan Akins, who had checked into the game on a double tight end set, and they're going to pick up almost all of it to set up a 3rd and 1. How about Jordan Akins? Good catch there for 19 yards on a 2nd and 20. Back to pass. Watson, first down throw and catch. Donovan Peoples-Jones to the 35, to the 33, and a first down, Browns. All right, sounds good. No worries. Drive safe, Kit. Watson, just a little flick of the wrist to the left side, in cutting route from Donovan Peoples-Jones beyond the first down marker, so all he had to do was catch it, and he picked up a few more as well. Here comes Watson now. Throw it out of the backfield to Nick Chubb. Sit down, he says. Miles Jack took the brunt of that left shoulder from Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 9, and the Browns are inside the 25. Left side, did he catch it? He did. It looked like Elijah Moore he got knocked over in midair, and somehow they're not going to show us again, even though it was a first down. He caught the ball while falling down. It was a gain of 3, but that got them a first down now. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Now Watson rolls. I hold my breath every time he does that roll and throw. That's how he's thrown all 3 of his interceptions this season. Actually, the 3rd one was a tipped pass where he kind of got hit. Here comes Chubb, left side, nice cut. Back to the first down and more. They'll give him 9 yards to set up 3rd and 1. That pick he had in the Colts game, he actually got kind of like threw it out of a sack. Got hit as he threw it, underthrew it, and it was picked off. But the other 2 have been that dreaded spin and throw. Here's how about a draw play. Chubb tripped up, keeps his balance. First down inside the 4, inside the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Browns. Nick Chubb. A little bit of a draw play there. The Browns don't run a ton of draw. Chubb kind of got held up in the backfield, able to get skinny through the hole. Beautiful balance. Look at that. Posick pushing his way. Conklin doing his job, and a big first down and goal now for the Browns at the 3-yard line. Double tight ends to the right. They'll give it to Chubb. Left side, up the middle, and he'll get stuck right at the 2. 2nd and goal. Now they'll go to a shotgun bunch formation to the left side. 5 minutes to go, first quarter exactly. Watson, backside pressure, and he almost threw an interception again because he got hit as he threw. Highsmith came around that left tackle side. Watson just holding the ball too long now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Motion coming from Jordan Akins. He'll line up as a fullback now. They'll give it to Chubb. Right side, touchdown, Nick Chubb! Beautiful blocking from the offensive line, and Nick Chubb into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. I think that's just his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year as he spun his way off of Miles Jack there, Keanu Neal, Cole Holcomb in the vicinity, but the damage was done. Touchdown, Browns. They do score on their opening drive, Anthony. Well-designed comment by you. How about 14 plays, 81 yards, 5:46 off the clock, and when it mattered, they went to Nick Chubb, and he did not disappoint. 7-3 Browns after that opening drive here. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks to all of our new subscribers as we are pushing 1 or 2 new subs per day, which is great. Very, very excited. Thank you for that. Yeah, what does the internet say now? 1,019 strong, which is great. That also means, yes, if you haven't joined us recently, we have monetized, which is exciting. And if you're watching the channel after it's live, that means you're going to see some ads, but don't worry, they're always skippable. I don't want you to have to be stuck doing those. We also have super chats and super thanks. We have not set up the memberships just yet, only because Kit and I haven't had a good conversation about that. We want to really make sure that that's something worthwhile for you as the Browns are able to shut down Najee Harris. So, it was Nathan, not Anthony. I'm sorry, it was you, Nathan. That's right. I saw Anthony's name for a second. You're right, it was absolutely Nathan. I apologize. Anthony, you get no credit, but Nathan, you get all the credit. 3rd and 8. Everybody getting blocked. Oof, shoved to the ground. Tilda, somehow it got caught. Are you kidding me? Newsome guarded his man for like 20 seconds, and then he floated it over there, and then that's when Newsome decides to not cover him for a second. I hate that play. 3-man rush. I'm not sure what Siaki Ika's doing, and then all of a sudden, right at the last second, Newsome just leaves his man, who had been standing there for 10 seconds. Ugh. Gross play. Hey, Felligan, welcome in. Go Browns. So anyway, we don't have channel memberships set up just yet because we want to make sure that we figure out a good membership system and what all we want to give out, etc. Yeah, that is just blatant Diablo and Nathan. Najee Harris, another 10-yard gain. He has so far afflicted the Browns on the inside of their running game. Now blitz coming, big blitz. They try to run into it, and he's going to get shoved down at the line of scrimmage. Actually call it a loss. Za'Darius Smith, the one that the cameraman at least thinks was in there, but there was a bunch of Browns D. Saw the blitz coming from everybody. Walker was in there. Delpit crashed the line. Ika eating up blocks. 2nd and 11 now for the Steelers. Turn around again. Najee up the middle, and Miles was waiting for him. Miles had shifted into the inside as one of those packages we spoke of, and now he's back to the outside for a 3rd and 11. Pickett's got him spread 5 wide. Back to pass now. Miles gets around easily, but he throws it quickly and knocked out of bounds. MJ Emerson uses that sideline as a 3rd defender, or a 2nd defender, I guess, in this case. And he knocks him out of bounds, and then Harvin shanks the punt out of bounds at the 34. It's a net gain of 19 yards. And the Browns are in business now with some good field position and a first down at their own 34-yard line. Second drive of the game, they were successful with a Nick Chubb touchdown from 2 yards away on their first one. Here's a short throw over the middle, the first catch for the Chief. Like to get the ball in his hands as well. You can see there 23 catches, 209 yards on the season. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. .13 personnel. I think we're going to see a lot of that this year. Out of a shotgun. Watson, right side. Throw it. Peoples-Jones. But then the ball comes out. And it's picked up by Cole Holcomb. And look at Peoples-Jones. Slow to get up. He got absolutely decked. It was like targeting. And Holcomb recovers the fumble. And Peoples-Jones backpedaling, although he looks okay now. Let's see this throw. In-cutting route. Beautiful throw. 1-step, 2-step, 3-step. And it looked like maybe he hit his head on the knee. That's going to be not reviewable. And a fumble, Donovan Peoples-Jones on the hard hit by the defensive back. And so right away back with the first down. Here's Harris, delayed handoff. He'll pick up 1. Hey, you're by Red. We're glad to have you on. Sorry you had to see the fumble, but welcome in. Diablo is also watches from the UK as well, so we appreciate you being on. We love having our international fans here at Nagy on Sports. Right up the middle, spin move. Somehow Harris got out of it, so he only lost 1 instead of about 3. 4th and 3 coming up. Hey, Larry, welcome in. Looks like the Browns defense is going to hold here, and Boswell will come in, but that's the end of the first quarter here. Browns leading 7-3 here, 7-6 pending with this kick from Boswell. And his kick is up and good. Kicking away from the dog pound, it's good. So 7-6, so just 3 points off of that Donovan Peoples-Jones fumble. Again, he got hit hard after making the catch. Sometimes you just wish they'd make the catch and go down. His Majesty's Dogs, let's go. Haven't gotten to say that in, 70 years. Jakeem Grant returns it up. They're going to highlight Donovan Peoples-Jones and see if he can bounce back after that catch. And then immediate fumble. Oh, sorry, Nathan. It looks okay on my end. Back to pass. Throw it left side. Caught Elijah Moore, and he'll be sort of pushed out of bounds. Give him a gain of 6. Yeah, that's right. The Cleveland Corgis. Oh, thanks, Rick. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Chubb breaking tackles and setting up a 3rd and 2. Go Browns indeed, my friend. I didn't yet. I haven't watched the most recent episode, Kevin. Is it good? Over the middle. Knocked away. And I believe first punt of the game for the Browns, it was Keanu O'Neal, the safety. Here's Bajorquez, and he'll left foot this up. So 7-6 here. Both teams scoring on their opening drive. Then the Browns have a fumble. Ooh, Pat Peterson returning a punt. He sort of shoves Cam Mitchell out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's where fans are going to love him. Perfect. I love it. All right, let's go defense. Let's get a little spark play of our own here. We haven't had a sack. We have had one PBU that should have been picked. No balls on the ground yet. Pickett motion coming. That's the rookie tight end Darnell Washington out of Georgia, and he'll be the lead blocker, but Newsome sticks his face in there to bring down Najee Harris. It's a 2nd and 6. Hey, Mason, welcome in. Trips to the right side for Kenny Pickett. Small hand steps up in the pocket, kind of wobbly throw to the right side, and Deontay Johnson can't bring it in. Sets up 3rd and 6. Pickett goes empty now, back to pass. 4-man rush for the Browns. Ika, pressure hitting him as he throws, and that forces that ball to go way out of bounds. Siaki Ika with some pressure right on down Broadway, and that forces Pickett to throw that one way out of bounds. And the Browns will get the football back at the 27-yard line here with 12:47 to go. Phil Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Kit was at work, was on chat for a little bit, apparently grabbed a haircut as well. He may pop on chat a little bit later. He is driving, so we do not want him to chat whilst driving. Even in his Tesla, smart as it is, it should not chat for him on the sim. Hit as he throws and then dropped by Chubb. That's actually okay because Chubb probably would have lost about 3 yards. Watson's gotten out of some sticky situations with some throwaways here while getting contacted. Here he goes, zip it right side with some pace, caught by Peoples-Jones. Hit hard again by Keanu O'Neal. And they'll go down at the 46, but DPJ holds on. He has been the favorite target here so far with 4 catches, 75 yards. I agree, Diablo. If Ika hits, it will be very huge for us. Watson, left side, caught by the Chief at the 50. Steps across the 50 and then pushed out of bounds by Pat Peterson and Cole Holcomb, 2 free agent additions to the defense. Of course, Cole Holcomb coming over from Washington and Pat Peterson from the Vikings. Shotgun here. Nick Chubb on the right hip. They'll give it to Chubb. He'll try the middle, and he's got the first down. To the 40. Past the 40, nearing the 35. They'll give him the 36, and that was a gain of about 12 for Nick Chubb. Good run there for the Chubbernaut. .11:08 here, first half. Back to pass Watson. Short throw right side. He's got Peoples-Jones again. Another first down inside the 30 to the 24-yard line. Peoples-Jones has been the go-to guy early in this one, and they are doing a nice job with him. George, welcome in. Go Browns. 1st and 10 now. Watson stepping up in the pocket. Now he'll throw late to Chubb on the sideline. They'll say his heels did not get in bounds. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming up his face. Watson will turn. Now he'll tuck. I love this option rather than throwing it away, and he'll slide down at the 20. I would much rather take 4 than a disgusting interception throw, which we have seen this season. Here's Chubb on a 3rd and 6. He's got the first down and more. Give him 12 all the way down to the 8-yard line. What a call by Stefanski. 3rd and 6, and they run Nick Chubb on that inside zone to the right, and the defense loves it. Anthony Walker and Isaiah McGuire. Look at that backside pressure. Just can't quite get there, Highsmith. Or he can, rather, but not until later. Actually, that was Curtis Weaver, number 96, former Brown, making the tackle. 1st and goal for the Browns. 9:26 in. Somebody moved. Maybe Wills, maybe Batonio. Somebody on that left side. A little bit of a false start. Camera guy doesn't know who, so he does a slow zoom on the dog pound wall. Browns headed towards the dog pound now from their own 13. 1st and goal. Back to pass. Watson stepping up. End zone. Tipped right at the end zone line. Cole Holcomb had good coverage on the Chief. I think Watson probably wants that one back. Just needs to lead the Chief just a little bit more. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. Go Browns. Trips to the left side now. Watson. Standing, rolling, firing on the run. Caught, touchdown! Guess who? He's been everywhere today. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Looked like Watson was getting ready to take off. Instead, look at, he saw him late, throws a little laser beam with the right arm. And Donovan Peoples-Jones with a great tackle. No need to review this one. Some toe drag swag indeed, George. And York puts it up and puts it in. 14-6, another 10-play. 78-yard touchdown drive for the Browns. Well, Nathan, I think that we are not going to be a run-heavy offense anymore. I think we're going to be at least 60-40 throw to pass, if not. It was, I would agree with that term, majestic there, Diablo. That's right, Fellegren. Donovan Peoples-Jones has definitely turned it back around. All right, back out onto the field come the Squealers. I need a 15-second break to go start the oven. I'll be right back here at Nagy on Sports. And we're back. Somehow the Steelers got a first down. Looks like Pickens is the one who got it. Here's Pickett now, back to pass. Pressure coming, he'll be hit as he throws. That should be grounding, but there was a guy there. 2nd and 10. Kenny Pickett now 6 of 17 on the day. That's right, you tell him, Jenny. Pickett. The dogs are barking. Left side, caught at the sideline. They'll say was in bounds. First down, throw and catch. Emerson with really good coverage. That's the veteran Allen Robinson coming over via that late trade. I think it was a trade. Maybe free agency, I don't remember. But I think that they traded for him. Across the middle, dig route, caught. Ward in trail coverage also again on Robinson. Now 8 completions, 102 yards. For Kenny Pickett. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports. You guys are the best. Thanks to our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to sub yet, we'd really appreciate it as we continue to grow our numbers. Over 1,000. Tipped again, and it should have been picked. Thornhill does a great job tipping it away, and then JOK couldn't bring it in. 2 guys tipped it back to each other now. Pressure coming. Miles is coming. So is 007. Okoronkwo is the first one to get there. He'll share half credit with that sack, but how about that pressure? So that was that formation we talked about. Actually, it looked like just a stamina sub because I don't see 55 on the field. Okoronkwo is going to get there, and then it looks like either Miles or Dalvin Tomlinson will get credit for the other half of the sack. But the Demolition Dogs are barking here now. 3rd and 23. Let's get another stop. Pressure coming again. Now pressure. There's Maurice Hurst. Miles with a big fumble, and it's going to be full on Maurice Hurst. So a couple of backups in the game. The pressure was there. The coverage was there. Miles with a big strip sack here. get the ball out, and then Maurice Hurst, is this heart condition at all, he's in there now, and he picks up the football, and Pickett gives it right back to the Browns. Great job by this defense. One turnover apiece now on the Browns, with an opportunity and a lot of momentum to capitalize here at the end of the first half. Zip it across the middle and dropped by Cooper. Yeah, well, I think the 54 is part of that, but yes, we'll see. Hopefully he can be a little bit more efficient than Olivier Vernon was. Olivier Vernon was like one of those first, oh look, they got somebody pretty good opposite Miles guys. Then there was Tack McKinley and it was Clowney. And so hopefully Okoronkwo, and now Za'Darius Smith will be upgrades in that department. First down, Elijah Moore did a great job to fall across the line and ensure, he's in the barber chair now. Let's go, Kit. How about that for dedication? Over the middle and dropped again, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but that time it looked like there was a left arm of the defender wrapped around him. Chubb now, play action, actually boot to the left side, now throw it back, and that's Jordan Akins, I believe, and now 3rd and 8, just a 2-yard gain. Second catch of the day for Akins. Like seeing him getting involved, though. We're using all of the weapons. Watson, and he rolls right into TJ Watt. Can't really credit Conklin with that one, because Watson just kind of rolled right into it. Watch him here just sort of step up and literally run right into TJ Watt. Second sack of the day for TJ Watt. I hope there's some wind coming from this side. 59-yard field goal, Madden. You love to do this to us. York's kick is up, and good! He drilled it from 59! More like made York from 59 yards, and he drills the field goal 17-6. That could have gone bad. In fact, we have seen it go bad for the Browns when Madden tries that long field goal and gives the free momentum shift on a half field to the opposing team. Whew. Double tight ends left here now. Pickett under center again. That previous possession, he was sacked twice. The second time he dropped the football. Taki makes the tackle. Another good run for Najee. He's run pretty strongly so far here for the Steelers. Pickett now pressure again. Miles hits him as he throws. Oh, JOK drops another interception. Oh, the grand old Duke of York. That's right. Pickett, 3rd and 3. Over the middle, caught, first down. Newsome on the tackle as Deontay Johnson got just the yardage needed for the first down. Credit the Steelers. They have extended the drives when they've needed to. The Browns could feel them toppling over the edge. Couldn't quite push them all the way over. At least not right now. Pickett going to throw this one away. He's 9 of 23 in the first half for 100 yards. 2nd and 10 now with 3:12 on the clock. Pickett under center. Mason Cole now back to pass. Throws it short to the right side. Caught by Freiermuth. Good tackle in space by Delpit. He'll give him a gain of 4. And that's the first catch of the day for Pat Freiermuth. Blitz coming from Walker. Picked up. Hit as he threw. Right side. Wide open. What happened? Ward had gotten run off the play. Hit as he threw, caused a really bad underthrow. Ward kept going. Pickens saw it and waited for the ball. What a bailout throw again. Kenny Pickett has been saved. Look at him get hit as he throws by Miles. Nice job. And then underthrew so much that Ward was 5 yards past him. Pickett able to come back to the football. Or Pickens able to come back to the football, and now it's a 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 in the red zone. Najee Harris for another 5 yards. I don't know, kid. We've been unlucky a couple of times where Pickett's been bailed out on a bad throw somehow. Pickett, end zone, and dropped. Pickens dropped it in the end zone. Now a 3rd and 5. They still can get the first down here at the 5-yard line. From the 10, empty set, back to pass, pressure coming. He'll throw over the middle, caught, touchdown. Freiermuth beat JOK. A little tight end slant, and Freiermuth, the long list of candidates to have been called Baby Gronk. I'm still not sure necessarily that I've seen it, but the kick is up and the kick is good now. 17-13, Browns are going to have about 1:50 seconds, 3 timeouts. They're going to get the second half kick, so the full playbook should be open. Don't panic. Give yourself an opportunity to put some points on the board here for the double dip. Grant comes right down the middle, makes a little man miss, and is all the way up to the 27. One of his best returns of the season. Anytime he can get past the 20, it feels like, in the kicking game. Yeah, again, we've turned interceptions down because there were so many. I might need to bring it back up a couple because there have been a couple of pretty obvious ones, but Watson also isn't throwing a bunch yet either. So nice throw to the Peoples-Jones on the right side. Donovan Peoples-Jones for 12. We'll go hurry up. That's fair, Nathan. I'm with you there. Throw it over the middle, caught. That's Elijah Moore. Just a little drag route for about 6, and the Browns are going to go hurry up again. 1:05, 1:04, back to pass. Short throw again, slant. This time it's caught by Cooper. He had one more step to go. It's the rookie Joey Porter Jr. on his backside, tackling him. First catch of the day for Cooper. 1 minute to go exactly when they called their first timeout. Short throw, out route to Elijah Moore, and he can't get out of bounds, and they'll call timeout with 56 seconds. Don't need to be quite so timeout crazy just yet. Levi Wallace on coverage. Back to pass now. Watson firing right side. Caught at the sideline by the Chief. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does at the 27. Nice play there by David Njoku to catch the ball and then get a couple of yards and then get out of bounds. Good play there for the Browns. Clock stops with 49 seconds there. Motion coming from Cooper, top of your screen. Double tight ends to the left side. Pressure coming, a little bit of a blitz from the Steelers is taken care of. Breaking through late is Cam Hayward, and that forces Watson to deliver it errantly out of bounds. Back to pass. Right side, caught on the sideline again. Easy pitch and catch. Give Elijah Moore 7, have him step out of bounds. Now it's a 3rd and 3, 40 seconds. This is, dare I say, have been a pretty decent end of half drive here for the Browns. Now pressure coming backside, and he'll eat the sack, and then the Steelers will call timeout. And of course it was 3rd down, the 3rd down red zone sack intact, and it will be Cade York here. So at least they're going to give some points. Wish Watson could have done. I guess if he throws that ball away, they don't have to burn the timeout. So I guess I'm okay with him eating the sack there, as York's kick is up and good. Now 20-13. The full touchdown lead intact here with 31. So the half double dip is intact if they can play defense for about 30 seconds. 2 timeouts for the Steelers. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Yeah, the red zone sacks are definitely killers, for sure. They have been for a couple seasons of the game for Browns quarterbacks. Brissett had those, Baker had those, Deshaun's had those as well. Pickett shuffling. Look at this coverage. And how about Miles just finally fighting through? He just worked Okafor over and over again, and I don't think the Steelers want to run another play with Miles in the zone. So how about Myles Garrett? He's got 2.5 first half sacks. One of them, of course, a fumble. It sort of looked like the shuffle sack, except he was, I think they're just dudes were covered, and Miles just finally got through Okafor. It didn't look like the traditional shuffle sack, I guess. Either that or I just don't recognize it because it's been too long. Hey, 504. Welcome on. Browns leading. They're 20-13 here, rather, and they're going to get the second half kick. And like you said, if you get past the 20, you're doing okay. He'll get to the 20. Yes, Nathan, great game so far for Myles Garrett, indeed. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit joining in chat for him as he's getting his hair cut. Chatting from the barbershop here today. Browns lead 20-13. Appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. If you haven't had a chance to like the video, make sure you do that, as it helps grow our audience into new folks. A couple of people watching from the UK today. Appreciate you being on with us as well as those in the shadow of Cleveland Browns Stadium, or on the left coast, or in Central Ohio where I am, or wherever. So we appreciate you being on with us. You guys are the best. Here's play action, boot to the right side, levels concept, and it's that like there. That should have been picked as well, but because they have because we have interceptions turned down a little bit, those ones get dropped a little bit more often than not. Spinning, firing it out of bounds. What was that? That was a wild play. Spinning and then throwing it away. 3rd and 10 now. Watson, now he'll roll. Now he'll fire on the run. Cut to the sideline, David Bell. You can ring his bell for 18 as he bailed out his quarterback. Beautiful play there. Yeah, Karen, I wish they would be in there too, as somebody looked like it was maybe Conklin got up a little bit early out of his stance. Second false start. Second false start on the Browns here today. Watson now in the pocket. Now he'll roll, and he'll roll once again right into a sack. 3rd sack of the day that he has just run right into. Pocket presence still lacking. That one's going to be Alex Highsmith. James, that's your guy. If you're watching later, that's your guy. The Charlotte 49er. James lives in Charlotte, so he likes all the Charlotte 49ers in addition to the Panthers. And he will throw it. I have no idea what that was. I don't think they're even going to call it a completion. Elijah Moore was like behind the line of scrimmage and out of bounds when he dumped it off to him. 3rd and 23. And they will complete a 3-yard pass. Okay, so interesting sequence of events after that sack. Yeah, that's going to set up a punt. So no double dip here. A little bit of an odd opening series for the Browns on defense. Bojorquez. Oh, he's going to bounce it inside the 5 to the 1, and it's out of bounds at the half-inch line. What a punt. Woo, 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 woo. What a play. Bojorquez, that is at the 1-inch line. Come on, defense. Let's get a safety here. Look how wide Miles is, top of that screen, wide 9 style, which is not where I would put him when you're trying to stop the inside run. Come on, Madden. 13 yards, and they're immediately out of danger. Corey did his part. The Browns, but Jim Schwartz did not do his part. I would have gone goal line here, stuffed that sucker right up the middle, and now Pickett completes another 14-yard pass to number 14. That's Pickens, and they are quickly out of the shadow of their own end zone. I don't even remember that play anymore now because it was so many yards ago. 1st and 10. Here's Harris again, knocking his man over. Slow to get up after the play is Owusu Koromoa, who took the shot in the face that time from Najee Harris, who continues to run strong in this one. Pitch it to the right side again. Harris, this time Miles says, I'll take care of it myself, and rides into the ground for a loss of 2. They'll say a loss of 1, whatever. Empty set, back to pass. Pickett over the middle, caught again. MJ Emerson kind of got stuck. Looked like he got stuck on the back of Newsome, almost picked by his own guy, as there were 2 Steelers running in breaking routes from the left side. Double tight ends to the left side. Now, they'll switch it. Trips to the left side now. Back to pass. Browns pushing the pocket. Here comes Miles, and Za'Darius is there as well, and they'll combine. Za'Darius Smith going to get himself his first half sack of the game. That gives Miles 3 now on the game, as they just pushed that pile, and Pickett tried to get out of there. He bailed right into Miles. Fired over the middle, caught. 2nd and 18 becomes 3rd and 6, as that's Allen Robinson again. Pickett. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Pressure coming, throwing it right side. The screen pass to Harris, and there's nobody over there. And of course the screen pass works for the Steelers, because the Steelers. Tripped, or excuse me, 13 personnel with 3 tight ends to the left. Steelers methodical on this drive. Harris, who goes away from the 3 tight ends, 10-5, touchdown. Browns clearly a little over pursued there. Eesh. Yeah, touchdown and a tie game coming up here. Oof, indeed. We got a new ball game here with 7:46. Look at that. 9 plays. They're going to say it's a 100-yard drive. Oh, that was shades of that Tom Brady Buccaneer Browns sim playoff game. Not even playoff game. It was the Super Bowl, and he went 99 yards to tie the game before ultimately Baker threw a pick 6 in overtime. All right, let's get back to running the offense here. Especially with Nick Chubb in the zone. Here's Cooper. Haven't seen much of him either. Right at the sticks. Good catch. As Watson delivers a nice throw. Good coverage there eventually by Joey Porter Jr. He's really shut down Cooper here today. You see Levi Wallace moving to the inside. Pat Peterson has been on DPJ at the top of the screen most of the day here now. Watson back to pass. Firing again. Big open throw. Got his man. That's Elijah Moore. Give him about 14 and a first down. Browns, Elijah Moore, 8 catches, 54 yards. Felligren wants to score here, and I agree. I agree with Felligren. Let's score here. 2 tight ends to the right side now. Nick Chubb is in the zone. They'll play action boot out of it, and he'll throw it over the head and incomplete. Looked like Akins was the intended receiver there. Not sure what happened. Nick Chubb remains in the zone. Pressure coming. He'll stay in and block. And Akins catches it for 3 yards and is knocked down immediately. Sets up 37. Just wish we had the ability to call the plays. Oh, right side wide open! Caught, but I think he's out of bounds. It was Demetric Felton. No, Madden, no! God, I hate this game so much. Yanked it left. Had plenty of leg, yanked it left. 60-yard field goal. So stupid. They love to do this, especially for the Steelers. To give the Steelers the momentum and a half a field. I flippin' hate that so much. So much. Ugh. Out route to Deontay Johnson. He's got a first down and more. Cameron Mitchell and Juan Thornhill take him out of bed. Take him out of bounds. What's up, Bang with Smoke? We're doing pretty good. How are you, my friend? Wish that Madden wasn't so maddening at times, as they just opted for the old Cade York from 60 right in the middle of the game when it doesn't matter and you shouldn't do it, to flip the momentum. And now here the Steelers are about to put maybe 10, if not 14 unanswered points on the board because of it. The fix is in, says Diablo. 504 once an interception. There we go. That's the power of positive thinking. Right side, chipped away by Walker. How about that coverage all the way down there by Anthony Walker? A big 3rd and 10. Browns rushing 3 now. Lots of time for Pickett, and he finds a wide open Deontay Johnson. Touchdown. That one's for you, Madden. He had the leg, Bang with Smoke, but he makes about 1 out of every 3. He just has tried like 7 this season, and I don't like it at all. I know, I hate it so much too. Just a free momentum shift for the Steelers. Nick Chubb still in the zone. Browns now down 27-20. 4:11 on the 3rd quarter clock. Still plenty of time. They got to try to get it back, so you can see that momentum shifting towards the white direction. And oh, that should have been picked. That's that spin and throw. The spin and throw. Here comes Chubb. Hey, they gave him the football in the zone, and he picked up 6, 3rd and 4. 3:35 and counting. Back to pass. Watson. Pressure coming. Now rolling and throwing dangerously. Gosh, I should have picked again. The spin and throw is the worst thing ever. That's how he throws 99% of his interceptions. And the Browns are going to go 3 and out and punt because, of course, 27-20. If you're not a Browns fan, or even if you're a Steelers fan, or you're just new to the channel and you're like, why does he get so upset? It's because we've watched hundreds and hundreds of games and we know these weird little Madden things that they like to do to us. And one of them is the completely unnecessary and unrealistic, I might tell you, field goal from midfield that flips the momentum and flips the field. And we have seen it too many times, and now we have seen it give the Steelers essentially 14 unanswered points. And they're driving again. Something's baked into the code for sure. The Browns' hate is real, and I don't get it. And we were able to get a little bit, we were able to neutralize a little bit with coach mode, because we could at least call the plays and choose not to kick 60-yard field goals, for instance, or run Nick Chubb when he's in the zone occasionally, or not go to a wide 9 nickel look when it's 1st and 99.9, for instance. But coach mode is so broken that Watson just stands there and takes a sack about 20 times a game. Nice tackle in space. Ball pops out. Za'Darius Smith has it at the 50. The big man rumbling. It'll be thrown to the ground. And a huge turnover for the Browns defense. Oh my, did they need that one. Pickett throws it to Pickens, and that ball is stripped out of there maybe by JOK. Oh, no booth review. Thank you. Needed that indeed. Now let's go. Short field here at Pittsburgh's 48. Back to pass. Spinning and throwing and almost picked again. What is he doing? What are you doing, Deshaun? Why does he make him spin around in the pocket before throwing? Is this some sort of drinking game or something? Hey, look, Nick Chubb, untouched, 20, 10, 5, touchdown from 48 yards. Give him the darn ball when he's in the X Factor. Nick Chubb, untouched for 48. Take that, Madden. Literally untouched. What a beautiful block. Look at his receivers fighting the good fight. Nick Chubb, let's go. 48-yard touchdown run. And this thing is all tied back up. 27, 2:13 to go. That is how you do it, for sure. Let's go, defense. Hugely get by the defense there to turn it over. Za'Darius Smith recovers the fumble. And a 48-yard run later. We're all tied up here. Dying embers of the third quarter. Pickett back out onto the field now. 341 to 342. I'll say it's been close. That's the total yardage. Right side, or excuse me, left side, and this time the Browns are ready for it. Za'Darius Smith, nice job at the point of attack, although that is 100 yards on the day. For Harris, he was at 98. 2nd and 8 now, buck 34 in the quarter. Pickett left side, single coverage, tipped away, and then picked off! He scooped it off the turf! MJ Emerson into Steeler territory! First down, Browns at the 26. What is happening? It's like Madden heard my diatribe on all of its awfulness and now decided to even the playing field a little bit. Look at this play by MJ Emerson. Tips it off of the hands of Allen Robinson, and then whoop, I'll take that. What a play there by MJ Emerson. That is a beautiful play. What are they booth reviewing? What is there to booth review? Trap catch? Are you kidding me? There's no way. They can't challenge that, right? They're challenging. Okay, we got it. Challenging for a trap catch. Was even close to a trap catch. Give the ball to Chubb again. Let's go. There he is, Nick Chubb. This time, left side, untouched, to the 10, to the 5, stiff arm, down at the 1. He almost did it again. Oh my goodness. If he would have house called it on, I thought he was going to. He ran through the tackler, but there was enough pursuit from the back. Oh my gosh, if he had had the ball in the right hand, he would have scored a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Nicholas Chubb, welcome to the game plan. Here he is, end zone, touchdown Browns, his second of the day. Nick, third of the day, I lied. Nick Chubb, have a day, son. 33 and counting for the Browns. Good pull for Teller, but Chubb wasn't going to get denied. Oh my gosh, and yes, that is why you mix in the run with the pass. Too much passing, not a good team. You've got to run some, Madden. Especially when he's in the zone. Oh, that was like the Rhino on Rampage. What a great pull winner. That was a classic arcade game, Rampage. I never saw the movie, but I'm going to assume that it was not good. Pat Peterson hit hard there at the 22. Year by red, that's right, Nicholas Jamal Chubb, baby. All right, now all kinds of momentum back. Everything that they lost after that stupid Cade York field goal. Pistol look here for Pickett. Pickett back to pass. Pressure coming. Okoronkwo with his second sack of the day as he got home. Lined up on the right side. Okoronkwo with sack number 5 for the Browns. Beautiful play as he beat that left tackle. And into the backfield. That's the rookie Broderick Jones out of Georgia. Of course, they traded up in the first round for Broderick Jones, remember. And now a false start makes it a 2nd and 26. You're right, now that you say that, the 54 on Okoronkwo, it does give me those Olivier Vernon vibes. There's a little out route for about 6 yards, sets up a 3rd and 20. All right, well, how about the end of that third quarter? That thing came out of nowhere. We had all kinds of crazy scoring in that one, but the Browns lead this thing 34 to 27. And woof woof indeed, Kevin. 3rd and 20 now. Pressure coming right up the face. Pickett throws it deep. Right side. Knocked away by Ward. Good coverage there. And that's the one where you maybe want to just knock it down. The pick may actually lose you some yards because it was so far down there. Here's Presley Harvin. He'll kick it from his goal line. And yeah, you can see here comes Jakeem Grant. He's going to get it to the 50-yard line. Breaks a tackle left side. And it'll go down at the 46-yard line. And that's where the Browns will start again with Nick Chubb smoking like, hey, there you go. The barber just subbed the channel. That's where we're at. Let's go. Shout out to your barber, Kit. 1st and 10 now. Chubb still in the zone. He is smoldering like liquid hot magma to the right side. Sit down, kid. He'll break another tackle for 5. He's got 140 on just 14 carries. That's because Ward got nerfed a year ago after his injured season. He's not even a superstar right now, so he has like 0 extra things, one of which would be go for the pick instead of knocking it away. Same with Deshaun Watson. He's not even, I don't even think he's a star. Sort of in the middle, Peoples-Jones. He had a huge first quarter, remember. That's a 3rd and inches conversion. Hey, 49ers fan, we sim some 49ers games. Miles Killebrew, the safety on the tackle. Browns looking for potentially the kill shot. Chubb, left side. He's got some space. He'll spin off one tackler. It takes 1, 2, 3 Steelers to pull him to the ground. Give him 7 more for Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Sounds good, kid. Hope you had a good haircut. Chubb to the right side. Thrown down at the line to gain. They'll say he's just a little bit short. 3rd and 1. That was Cole Holcomb on the tackle. Chubb again, delayed handoff up the middle, 1st down. Oh, terrible spot. Boo, boo, the Boo Birds are out here. It's the rookie Keanu Benton. That was a terrible spot. He absolutely had the 1st down. They're going to say 4th and inches. Oh, that is a terrible spot, and they're going to go for it. From the pistol. Bunch to the left side. Chubb, leave no doubt, Nick, to the 15. Breaking tackles to the 10-yard line. He needed inches. He got 9. Diablo. Yes, today it did, but he's no longer Shaggy. So I don't know what that makes me, Velma or something now, I guess. 1st and 10 now. Watson, left side. Caught by caught by Cooper. It looked like he maybe tripped. Would have had some more room to run. That's right, he is channeling his inner JB right now, for sure. Back to pass, blitz coming. They'll pick it up left side. The Chief, can he step his foot in the ground? He can't. Goes out of bounds at the 3. It's 3rd and 3. They can get a first down inside the 1-yard line. Back to pass, Watson. On a 3rd and 3. Now he'll roll. Now he'll fire. Caught right at the line. I think they'll give him the first down. They're going to say 4th and inches again. What another shady spot here. That's the Chief. Somehow he's held short. You got to go for this one, Kevin. Let's see at the spot. Remember, it was the 1-yard line. Where does his knee go down? Oh, gosh. I think he's got that first down. They're going to go for it again. Chain gang struggling in this one. Chubb in the zone. Looking for the kill shot on 4th and inches. Chubb cuts. Touchdown! That's the 4-banger for Nick Chubb. 4 rushing touchdowns in this one, and he has been dominant when given the football. Oh, my goodness. What a play. He was going to be stopped in the backfield. He cuts back to the right. Look at Cam Hayward latch on, but Nick Chubb will not be stopped. Boom indeed. 41-27 with that kick. 11 plays, another 47 yards. It took them 5.5 minutes to do it. They only went half the field and they took 5 minutes because they understand the value of running that clock. Now you're going to put Pickett in the position he doesn't want to be in, which is to take Najee Harris out of the game plan here. Great job there by the Browns. Credit that defense for sparking them, and then Nick Chubb for blowing up the powder keg. Pickett now back to pass, 4-man rush. He'll throw short left side, caught, and then rolling out of bounds for a gain of 3 is Allen Robinson. Right side, short throw again, Deontay Johnson. You can have all of the 5-yard out routes that you want right now. That sets up 3rd and 2, and the clock she runs. 3rd and 2 now. Browns fans cheering in full throat here. Back to pass. Short throw right side. Again, a short catch, and then Deontay Johnson goes out of bounds of his own fruition, but the clock will run because it's not that time of the game yet. We knew what you meant, Fellegren. Back to pass. Back to pass. Right side again. Just short throws there. Very much keeping everything in front with that shell defense. Give them 10 yards and a first down. But again, short chunk plays. They're making them work extra hard to get there. Pickett now. Back to pass again. He'll fire right side. Knocked away by Denzel Ward. Great coverage on George Pickens. 2nd and 10. Does stop the clock, though, on the incompletion. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Setting up screen. Right side. Knocked away. J.O.K. swatted that thing out of there. Like a Dikembe Mutombo commercial. No. Swatted it away. 3rd and 10. 7:01 on the clock. Browns in full throat again. The fans are right side. Caught. Good throw. Good catch. That's Miles Boykin. First time we've called his name today. It is Boykin, his first catch. So clearly some stamina sub situations happening in this one. But again, the drive is just taking a long time now. From the 33, back to pass. Right side, caught again, tackled immediately. Good tackle by Denzel Ward on Calvin Austin III. Oh, they showed that this is our year sign. That's a funny one. Back to pass. Blitz coming from the Browns. Pressure from Ika. Right side end zone. Knocked out of bounds. MJ Emerson was on the coverage. 2nd and 10. 5:49 and counting. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Walker hit as he throws. Caught for a touchdown. Ward wasn't looking back to the football yet. Pickens was, and he makes a great catch. Kind of mossed him a little bit there too. Credit Kenny Pickett. He got drilled by Walker right there as he throws. And you can see Ward wasn't turned around yet, had no idea the ball was coming. And the touchdown that they needed was achieved. 5:46 will be left when the Browns get the football back. They went 10 plays, 75 yards, only took 3.5 to get there. So credit Pickett in the offense, Matt Canada and company, for getting them into the end zone. Now Browns have the chance to ice this one away. Grant's got it up to the 23-yard line where he takes a hit. Nick Chubb, 166 yards. Yeah, I think he looks good. Let's get, Fellegren, I agree. Let's run the football. They got the I formation in there now. 5:42 on the clock. Look, play action, fake it. Right side throw, caught by Jordan Akins, the tight end. Breaks a tackle and then gets shoved out of bounds. Maybe a late hit out of bounds, but the clock runs. Pistol look here. Back to pass. Float it, left side, caught by Cooper for a first down. Remember, even though it should, it won't go to chew clock mode until we are under 4 minutes. Meaning they won't milk the play clock, even though they should. Back to pass again. Watson, rolling, firing dangerously. I hate that play. Every time he spins and throws, I hold my breath. I'm not gonna lie to you, kids. 4:33. You still have a running back in the zone. And now he'll get the football, and he'll get stuck behind the line of scrimmage. That will take him out of the zone. And good tackle there in space by Levi Wallace, the corner, on the run blitz. They couldn't, Kevin, but they were also in such a shell coverage, you just had to throw little 8-yard out routes. Thrown to the right side, and it should have been picked. Whew, well, that drive left a little bit. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. I'm a musician. I know how to use my falsetto. Nice tackle in space by Tavierre Thomas. There was nobody else in the picture. All right, well, 3:49. Kenny Pickett against the Browns defense. They got to go 83 yards to do it. They're going to start by handing it off, which I'm fine with because that's going to run some clock on this one. Double tight ends to the left side. Washington, the third tight end, lined up as the fullback. Motion coming from Zach Gentry. Browns shift the safeties. They'll run it again. Najee, right side. Stuck right at the line, although maybe pushed forward. Nope, they're going to the same bad chain game. Look, he's got the ball across the line, but 3rd and inches. Come on, defense. Here comes Harris. First down, right side. Watch out. Taki makes a diving tackle that saves a big, big run. And the Browns here with 2:12 and counting. First down. This is where that offseason conditioning helps, boys. Let's go. Throw left side over the head. He had Pickens open. Deontay Johnson, rather. That was scary. Now back to pass. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Ika hits him again. Caught at the sideline. They're going to say he got out of bounds. He did at the 48-yard line. Here we go, folks. 2 minutes to go. Hold on to your butts. Anything can happen in Madden. We know that. Short throw left side. Cut down quickly. That was Freiermuth on the catch. They'll go no huddle. Empty set again. Pickett. Browns are sucking wind on the D-line. Left side. Caught out of bounds. Oh, are you kidding me? No way he got both feet in. No way he got both feet in. Show it again, I dare ya. Show me the closer one. Oh, look where his feet already catches. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Previous play is under review.
It better be under review. He was out of bounds, Madden. Thornhill just kind of shove him out of bounds, I think. He shuffled his feet from in to out of bounds immediately. I wonder how they're going to cue that one. Come on, be good to us. Be good to us. 3rd and 2 from the 44. Okay, they'll say incomplete. We'll take it. 1:39. It does stop the clock. Back to pass. Short throw over the middle. Caught immediately and then ripped to the ground. We'll take that because it's only 3 yards, even though it's a new set of downs. They go hurry up once again. Back to pass. Pickett. Steelers driving to try to win the game. Knocked away! Denzel Ward. 2nd and 10. We got a nervy one here today. Week 4 kickoff. Our 2023 season sim. All the updated rosters here at Pnagsports Sports. Short throw left side. Caught by Najee Harris. He just picked up Newsome and took him for a ride. They're not going to show it again because they're going no huddle. But wow, that was a wild looking play. Pickett over the middle, caught in traffic, but again down to the ground, and the clock keeps running. Penalty.
Pass interference. Defense.
What? How do we get pass interference? They'll probably just take the play. Yeah, I'll say they'll just take the play, but I didn't see any pass interference. But it does stop the clock. Calling PI. Back to pass. Pickett. Pressure from Smith. He'll throw it. End zone. Out of the back of the end zone. 2nd and 10. Woo! Appreciate everyone being on. If you haven't had a chance to sub the channel, we'd appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to like the video, we'd appreciate it. Pickett, right side, knocked away again. That's Cameron Mitchell, the rookie. The Browns are down to the 5th corner because they're so tired right now. We got backups in all over the place. Back to pass. Pickett, left side, throw it away, out of bounds. 4th and 10. Here we go. 4th and 10 from the 16-yard line. 39 seconds. John, welcome in. Back to pass. Pickett over the middle. Caught, first down, but no touchdown. The clock runs. They're down at the 2, and now they'll call timeout. Oh, my goodness gracious. He found the rookie, Darnell Washington. Mark, welcome in. It's been a minute, brother. How are you? Pistol look. Back to pass. Pickett with lots of time. Everybody's gassed. Wide open touchdown. Holy smokes. Allen Robinson, what a game. Madden thinks that Kenny Pickett and his 71 rating are Joe Montana on that drive. Poise in the pocket, and with 26 seconds, we got a tie game. And you're right, Kevin. I didn't want to say it out loud. We got 41-41 and might be headed for the dreaded overtime. Jakeem Grant wasting precious time by returning it to not the 20. Dumb. 23 seconds. We got 3 timeouts. Do you want them to be aggressive? I mean, this is the time you try to get to the 50 and let Cade kick the field goal. They have 3 timeouts, or you'll give it to Nick Chubb. So you're conceding for overtime. I see how it is. Whatever. You want to concede for overtime, you concede for overtime. Well, yeah, you're right, Mason. Maybe they would have, especially after they had the defense sucking wind. Now you run the football. And here we go, friends. This AFC North Classic. Browns really dominated the 3rd quarter. The Steelers with 2 long touchdown drives to tie it up with 26 seconds in this one. And the Browns win the toss, and they will elect to receive the football. So, let's get this one going. Remember Nick Chubb put 10:15 on the clock, because that's where overtime should start, with 10:15 on the clock. That's very interesting. And Jakeem Grant continues to struggle today, only getting up to the 19-yard line. All right, Deshaun. There's 230 million reasons why this needs to be a touchdown drive, buddy. Come on. Back to pass to start overtime. He'll roll and eat a sack inside the 5. Son of a motherless goat. TJ Watt. That probably puts him in the zone. Oh, he's not an X Factor anymore. Interesting. I agree, Jonathan. He is not that good. I think our defense was just gassed and playing too conservatively in the coverage, and our pass rush couldn't get home, and that's the game. Is that the game? That's the rookie Keanu Benton. Can it end like that? On a safety, I don't know what the new rules are, because we don't get another chance to Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Madden. Well, overtime was uneventful. your highly paid offensive line and highly paid quarterback eat 2 sacks, lose 20 yards, and take a safety to lose the game, 43-41. This stupid game. They gave us just a little bit of hope, too. They gave us a glimmer, and then they kicked us right back in the crotchal region again. Unbelievable. 36 of 66 for 437 and 4 touchdowns for Kenny Pickett. Najee 118 and a touchdown. Just silly. 10 for 97 for Deontay. Pickens 8 for $130. Robinson 8 for $102. Freiermuth 5 for 41. All 4 of those guys got into the end zone. 11 tackles for TJ Watt, including 3 sacks, 5 TSLs. Wallace and Holcomb with 10 each. 3-2-1 there, excluding the rookie Keanu Benton. He got the big one in the end zone that ended it. No interceptions today, surprisingly. Deshaun Watson, 32 of 52 for just 296. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Nick Chubb, 23 for 64, 4 touchdowns. He averaged 7.1 carry. Elijah Moore, 8 for 54. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 8 for 117, and the only touchdown. The Chiefs, 6 for 32. Jordan Akins and Cooper, identical 4 for 32s as well. Chubb apparently had a drop. Njoku and Peoples-Jones also had drops. Rough day for Jack Conklin. He gave up 4 sacks. Denzel with 11 tackles to lead them. 10 for Myles Garrett, including 5 TFLs, 10 for Newsome today. Sacks, 3 for Myles, 1.5 for Okoronkwo, 1/2 for Dalvin, and 1/2 for Za'Darius Smith. The 1 interception by MJ Emerson. Just an absolute maddening, and they do hate us. They hate us because they ain't us, I guess. I don't know. Well, it was fun until it wasn't, friends. Sorry about all that. 43-41, and the Browns will drop to 2-2 to match the Steelers, who come up to 2-2, with the Jags and Bengals looming on deck. So look at the overall ratings there. An 88 team just lost in overtime at home to an 82 team because Madden hates our face. Anyway, here will be the rest of the games. Kit will put the poll together here at some point in the next day or so. But I appreciate you guys being on. It was a lot of fun. Despite the outcome, always fun to chat with the peeps. So thanks so much for joining me for that. So there's a look at the rest of the games happening this weekend in week 4. And again, Kit will put that poll together. We'll vote to do one additional AFC and NFC game as well. That's how we always do things here in season. So, Cardinals and Philly at 2-1 apiece. That might be intriguing. Jets and Dolphins both at 2-1. How about the Chicago Bears and the Saints both at 2-1? So, a couple of different matchups. The Falcons 2-1 with the Titans, who are 3-0. Very interesting. Or maybe you want to scout the rest of the division. Cincinnati plays Indy, and Baltimore hosts. That's Buffalo, not Baltimore. Baltimore hosts the LA Rams. All right, guys. Thanks for this, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. You're welcome for this, I guess. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Really appreciate it. If you want to join us on the Discord channel so that you can vote on those AFC and NFC games of the week, I would encourage you to do that. There is an invite link in the description of this video. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. You guys are the best, regardless of this outcome. We'll say go Steelers. Probably more importantly, go Madden. And as always, go Browns.